Hey Virgos, this is Paragia Tarot. I love you guys so much. I'm glad to be here and doing your reading. So let's get started. If you guys are interested in gaining access to my extended readings, then just go ahead and hit join and sign up for Virgo Bombshell membership, and that gives you access to approximately 25 extended Virgo readings every month. And if you'd like to sign up for a chance to win a free reading with me, then hit like and subscribe and comment down below. Excuse me. I am loved. All right, so universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, the person that they have romantic feelings for, how does this person feel towards Virgo, and what will be their next actions towards Virgo? All right, so this person is torn. They don't want this situation to end, but with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this is saying that they're acting in a way like they're kind of, they feel like they have to let it go, or they can't take action, maybe for the sake of their pride, or for whatever reason, they're feeling like they have to kind of let go of the situation, but they don't want it to end. With the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I sense that this is somebody who, it feels like they are hesitant to take responsibility for their part in the ending or the bad situation that you guys find yourselves in. They want they want a reconciliation with you. There could have been a third party. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is somebody who they're hoping that if they can just build things up and give it time, that things can get to a place where they won't feel so shamed, and where facing you will not cause them to feel so horrendous, you know, where they can come back and they won't have to really face up to what they did. And they're hoping that they can cause this Ten of Cups to happen with you. That's what they're hoping for. Universe, what is this person's true motivations towards Virgo? What is it that they want with Virgo? So with the Page of Swords right now, I'd say that they're trying to keep an eye on you. They're trying to figure out how you feel. They're looking for signs of what's going on with you, but if you're seeing someone in your life, and they're really, really hoping that it's not over. But again, with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, it doesn't seem like they've been taking a lot of action. You know, that they're acting in a way that is like letting go, but it's not what they want. All right, so, ooh, yeah, Death in the reverse, exactly. So this is somebody who knows that this is a situation that is like basically at the point where it seems over, but they don't want that to be true. With the Three of Wands in the reverse, I think this is somebody who knows that things are right at the precipice, right at the breaking point, where really like they can't delay any longer. The King of Cups, they have strong feelings for you. You could be dealing with a water sign, so a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. This person has strong developed feelings for you, and I feel like the time that has gone on, you know, how long this has taken, and the delays and stuff have just enriched and deepened this person's feelings for you. They've realized some very profound things about how they see you, about who you are, about your true character. It's like the trials and tribulations of the situation have caused them to see past their own assumptions or their own paranoia, and see who you really are. With the Page of Wands here, they want a fresh start with you. You also could be dealing with a fire sign, so an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And they are hoping that you guys can start a new cycle. With the World, I'd say that they're definitely they're trying to watch you online. They might think about sending you a message online or something like that, something like through like a social media platform, something like that. With the Devil in the reverse, this is somebody with strong, intense, passionate feelings for you, passionate thoughts. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, strong Scorpio in this reading. But also this could be somebody who is trying to release maybe their own toxic tendencies, maybe addictive tendencies, before they come into you, or to reach out to you and try to convince you that that they have changed. Or this could be somebody who might in the past maybe has received help or guidance from you in relationship to addiction. So they might try to reach out to you, you know, on the premise of like needing counsel or help or support, and then try to use that as a way back into your life. So with the Seven of Wands to the Four of Pentacles, this person really is trying to hold on to this. They want to take action and fight for this. I'd say that they probably do feel a bit guarded as well. Oh my goodness, but this is a wonderful sign. With the Nine of Cups in the reverse to the Ten of Cups, this is somebody understanding that you can't have the Nine of Cups. I mean, like, you can't be solely focused on your own indulgence or your own happiness to have the Ten of Cups. You have to transcend self. I mean, obviously, we're not supposed to negate self, but you have to be willing to compromise and make space for others enough for a relationship to take place, for the Ten of Cups to happen. And so this is somebody who's willing to do that, and they want to come in. This is how they really feel, is that they know that that's how it needs to be. If you want to have happiness and connection with someone, deep connection. With the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody who they want to be stable for you. They want to be able to offer you, like a stable coexistence. I don't, and with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this is somebody who's like, they feel like maybe at this point they don't have enough. They wanted to save up more or get into a better place before they return to you. But I think they understand that they just need to take action. They can't really, yeah. Oh, strong Leo here. That just popped out. So with the Page of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody just being really anxious about the fact that they can't really see what's going on with you, and they don't want things to end, and they don't want you to move on. And so they're from them. And so they're like, I just need to take action, even if I don't have, every perfect thing to offer to Virgo. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, yeah, this person doesn't feel overly confident, but, they just know that they need to take action anyways. You could be dealing with a Leo or maybe a Libra. But yeah, this is somebody who knows they need to come in and make things right with you. And this feels like an energy of someone being strong and courageous and focused and determined to come in and do that. All right. So, universe, yeah, this is somebody who's just, they're growing up. If they had resistance to their own emotional experience in the past, they're dropping it. This is somebody who's just like, their pride is breaking down. It's like, if you have really stubborn pride that will not break, then life will break it for you. The universe will break it for you by just pushing you so long and so hard that you just don't even have the strength to try to hold it up anymore. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of what this person is coming to. They're like, I don't even have the energy to try and hide how I feel anymore, or try to avoid how I feel anymore. Universe, how does my Virgo's person feel towards my Virgo? And what will be their next actions towards Virgo? So time, waiting cycles and moments. So this person, I feel like this is someone looking for just the right time. This is somebody who their intention is to reach out to you. The issue is just when. The issue is just when and how. And so it's not that there's no question about whether or not they want to. They want to and they intend to, but they're nervous about if they're like really paranoid that if they come in at the wrong time, that that's going to completely shift the outcome of the situation. So with possibilities in the reverse, this is somebody who it's risks in the reverse. They're trying to free-spirited and adventure and risks in the reverse. It feels like somebody who's like, I need to take this situation seriously. I can't just fly by the seat of my pants and just show up, or I'm going to screw the entire endeavor. They want to return to you, but within the reverse, they're being really conscientious about how and when. They definitely want a second chance with you. They want intimacy with you. And in all honesty, I think that the emotions that they have are really clingy. They want to cling to you, but their pride, they've learned to control that. With the Strength card, they've learned to control their instinct, but their instinct is that they're obsessing over you. They're spying, they're holding on. They're really clingy, and they're hiding that because that kind of in a relationship that kind of gives all your power to the other person, and they've learned that. So they try to hide it, but that's how they really feel. Yeah, commitment in the reverse. It could be that this person is, they want a commitment with you. This feels like an energy of they want marriage, they want commitment, they want fidelity, but they just feel like they can't just like show up with a ring. They need to kind of like ease into it, or you're going to be like, whoa, and get like whiplash, This person definitely wants that with you, but they're just kind of embarrassed to like tell you right off the bat. They want to have this with you, family. So I would say that this person wants, also, there could be some kind of a dynamic here with like pregnancy otherwise, but this person, I'd say that they want family with you. But again, I feel like with this time card, they feel like they can't just jump straight into it and be like, hey, marry me and have my baby, because that's kind of extreme. And I think that most people, like if it's a man talking to a woman, they'd be like, oh yeah, the woman would be like, yeah, right, that's pretty serious. It sounds like you're just trying to get me to forgive you so you can get in my pants, things like that. So I think that this is what they want with you, but they don't want to like just show up and say it right away, because they're worried that you would think that they weren't being sincere. Alrighty. How does my Virgo's person feel but these are their intentions. They're biding their time and trying to figure out. They're hoping that they can build up some chemistry with you, some spark, some attraction, and some passion, to get there, instead of just like showing up and being like throwing it all out on the table. They're worried that would seem insincere. And so they're wanting to like build up some slow burning passion and spark that can kind of ease into trust and intimacy. Oh, yeah, this is somebody who genuinely wants to be a real divine masculine for you. So they want you to trust them, as a divine masculine would be trusted. Like, somebody who is truly reliable, loyal. They want you to see them this way and not as some like creep who just shows up and tries to get what they want. Yeah, not just some jerk who's showing up to fulfill his fantasies or daydreaming, or, not somebody who's frivolous. They want you to be, they want you to see them as loyal, as strong, as reliable. And I think that they probably understand why you see them that way. Maybe they were confused in the past, uncertain, unsure, or unclear. And I think they have worked through that. I think they understand why that they were that way in the past. But now their challenge is convincing you of who they are and that they're serious. They want something deep with you. They want depth with you. This could be somebody who definitely deals with pride. So that could be to a certain degree, that can be a failing if it goes too far. But yeah, that's an issue there potentially. But I feel like this is somebody who's learning to balance pride and loyalty. They're learning to balance and not just take all the power for themselves through being prideful. They're learning to balance having their own boundaries and their own self-worth, but also prioritizing you and treating you fairly as well. Okay. So what are the elements at play in this situation, universe? What is going on with my Virgo's person? Oh, so narcissist. Eek. So there could be some tendencies, pridefulness. I don't think that this person necessarily needs to be a narcissist to just have some behaviors that mirror narcissism. But that could be something to keep your eye out for. But I feel like this is somebody maybe who just has a tendency to, who just had a tendency to kind of like take everything for themselves and not give back. But I feel like this is somebody who's been working through that one way or another. I would say be careful of that. And if there is a narcissistic element, make sure that you are proving to the universe that you have learned your lesson and not enabling a narcissist to take advantage of you. Oh, give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. So universe, love spell. Ooh, someone could be actually trying to use a love spell on you. But I feel like more than anything, that this person is hoping to kind of just bewitch you, kind of slowly over time. They want to draw you back in to attraction and trust and all of those things. And they're just like, you know, trying to find a way to do that. Oh my. So again, with the pregnancy, there could be a pregnancy element here. This could be somebody who's thinking, if I get Virgo pregnant, then I'm a shoo-in or something along those lines. Um, there could be some kind of an element here with someone who is expecting also, who's like maybe outside the situation that is influencing your person. Someone has something to tell you, but on the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing no. So I feel like the question of like, is there a third party who's pregnant? I feel like this is the message is no, but there's a confession. Someone has something to tell you. It could be in regards to a pregnancy, or something but again, with the no, it's like no, 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 no. Okay, we'll keep it out. No. All right. So universe, what advice do you have for my Virgos? Balance spirituality and practicality. Yeah, so make sure you are doing your meditation, spending your time in prayer, in study, and seeking God. And this is true for both of you. Also, conclusions are within reach. Is there an eclipse coming up, or have we exited the eclipse season? If there is an eclipse coming up, I'm pretty sure was yesterday the 5th or is today the 5th? I can't remember, but I think the 5th was a supermoon. But maybe look at whether or not there's an eclipse coming up and how that might affect you. But I feel like in this situation, conclusions are within reach. At the moment, things are coming into culmination. And again, step out of your comfort zone, and then a personal issue will reach resolution. And with the crab here, the Cancer, it's basically, I feel like it's saying, as long as you're empathic and caring and sensitive, the personal issue will reach resolution, most likely to your satisfaction. Okay. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think I'm going to move into the extended for you guys. I hope that this has helped you, and I will speak to you very soon.